And tell me what the timestamp is so I can report back. Check 1 2, check 1 2.
we are back with the Snapshot VRML preseason week 8. I am Shiva, and always with me is my partner in crime, Tickle-meElmo.
Yes, sir.
All right, looks like everybody just got into the lobby. We're going to get everybody wrangled. Hopefully we can get this game started here within the next minute. Elmo, why don't you go ahead and check in with everybody?
Yes, sir. And I'll let you go ahead and start talking about this first map, the NXL 2019 World Cup.
Oh, it is one of my favorites. So this was one of the OG maps from when Snapshot first went into beta or pre-alpha back over a year ago. I remember seeing the first Reddit post for the game and seeing this layout put into a digital form, a VR world that you could first step into. It blew my mind, and it made me fall in love with the game when I could step onto this field using a VR headset when I could not physically go to a field. Now, this particular layout, before the Barrel Box edition, it was actually pretty easy to take people out off the break. You can see these pretty wide lanes. You could just have your gun lined up, ready to shoot somebody. But now, because of the Barrel Box edition, just like a traditional NXL game, you have to be touching up on the box back here before you can shoot. So we're going to see a lot of hectic action. We're going to see a lot of crazy breakouts, a lot of push down this field. It's going to be very exciting, especially with these two teams. Serial Chillerz versus the Phantoms. Serial Chillerz, of course, is ranked number 3 in the league, and Phantoms, I believe, is ranked number 7 now.
So Shiva, just checking in with the teams. It looks like we are ready to go, so if you're ready, we can go ahead and get this launched.
All right, let's go ahead and get it on.
Excellent. Gentlemen, I need to see those guns in the air, and we'll... There we go. Excellent. Good luck and have fun.
Let's check in. All right, here we go. It was great to see how different this map was, or how differently this map was played in this match that we had earlier in the week.
Absolutely. There was a lot of center play. Absolutely crazy. You know, the center structure, and then the differences between playing this in real life versus playing it in Snapshot. It's definitely a little bit crazier up there in that center structure. Those bricks aren't quite as wide. There's a lot more center play, and people just trading out and getting really aggressive, peeking over the tops of their bunkers.
Oh, and Whiplash was creeping down that snake, almost picked up the kill, but he actually got shot across the map from the D2, it looks like. And that's
I think Aiden snuck a shot in on him. I mean, he was dead one way or the other, but
he got that angle.
Aiden able to pull the trigger just a little bit faster there.
Yeah, and when you were mentioning middle play, I was actually watching the Russians play Heat, and we actually saw a lot of crazy play up in the middle too, especially when the Russians were down and they had to just fly down that field. We're probably going to see a lot of that here. And yeah, there goes Aiden and Desi. Desi just taking out 2 of them.
1, 2, 3.
That was the 3-pack for Desi.
The Chillerz losing that point to that strong center push from Desi, and they have tied it up 1-1. Shiva, I'm looking at the stream real quick. Do you want to go ahead and get the
oh, you are right.
Going?
Yep. Let's go ahead and actually see the game happening.
Might be important.
Although our colorful
coming out here to the deep
commentary
side tower,
just
taking a lot of heat.
Tech Fighter playing that wing. Chillerz flying down that Dorito side. Oh, but gets taken out by Aztec without shooting his teammate. What a shot. Aiden now flying down the center. Aztec picking him up. He knows where he is.
It's in a one-on-one.
Aiden moving down the field and catches him. Aztec Fighter caught trying to sneak up to that wing.
Well, and that was quite the aggressive move by Aiden. I mean, there was 30 yards between his bunker and then the next bunker. So he was just playing out in the open, just letting it all out there, hanging in the breeze.
That was a risk,
I'm glad it worked out for him, but not sure I would be quite so courageous if I were in his
Looks like Serial Chillerz are down a player. Their thumbnail was up on the board, but he didn't spawn into the game.
Well, and people will have technical problems, and, you know, unfortunately that is part of the gameplay, part of the league, so It looks like he spawned because the Phantoms actually had to go in and hit the buzzer there.
Yeah, it was counting him as a live player. And now he's gone. Let me see if they're flagging me down. They're not sure what's going on. Whiplash may
Well, they
have
will have to play out
disconnected.
the rest of the map without him. If he's able to reconnect, he can get back into this game, but
They'll have to figure out something quick.
Chillerz.
If they've got a reservist, or not a reservist, but their fourth player, maybe this is the time to message him, get him in.
Well, he won't be able to play this map, though, only after the map
that is
changes.
true. Whiplash was already playing. They're holding their own, though.
Absolutely, and that shows the strength of a good cross. You know, if you're able to get out wide along that first row of bunkers in the field there, and lock cross field to not let anybody run down, that's a very difficult thing to break. And the Serial Chillerz going up 3-2 now in this first map on the NXL World Cup 2019 layout.
Serial Chillerz are no strangers to playing a man down. Quick kill.
Desi dying out of the start gate there. Aztec just hanging out of his bunker there. Very aggressive.
Now Chill Switch taking out Nuglo on D side. It's now a 2v1 favoring Serial Chillerz. Aiden flying down the field. Will we see a trade here? They're flying back and forth.
Aiden wiggles left, wiggles right, and finds Aztec. And that'll put the Serial Chillerz up 4-2, despite being down a body.
No message from Whiplash. It looks like they won't need him. Let's watch the breakout.
Well, Aiden and Chillswitch are some of the most experienced players in Snapshot at the moment. Some of them have been playing since, early on in the beta access, if I remember correctly. Chillswitch dying out of that back center and leaves Aiden alone by himself here in a 3-on-1. He has managed to pull those out in the past, but
not from a bunker like that, though. Those are harder to play. The can and the cake with no flared bottoms for your feet to be covered. Those are tough to fight out of.
Absolutely. You have to be so much more aware of not only your actual body positioning, but how the game will interpret your body positioning.
Until we get some Vive trackers in there, that would be nice. Oh, and Nuglo getting taken out. It's a 2v2 again.
It does look like the Phantom managed to figure out how to actually push down the field on them, though. They were able to come back, and now we see Desi in a very strong position.
Almost catching Aiden.
It looks like he lost track of Aiden.
They've got the cross. Oh, and Aiden flying down the field. Oh, and Chillswitch trading with Aztec. It's a one-on-one, and Aiden pulls it out. Securing the first map for the Serial Chillerz. All right, we're going to go ahead and switch maps. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back. All right. Scores are set. Players are back. If
Let me see
they're
those guns
ready,
in the air, folks. Excellent, and good luck and have fun. Map 2.
all right, let's get it on. In Vegas, this is 2017, correct?
I believe so, because it's actually that A structure up in the center of the field, along with some mini X's, which are a little bit older bunkers.
I believe they're supposed to be the mini walls, but again, this was one of the first maps that were made for Snapshot. The devs were playing with geometry, seeing what they could make, and Greenhouse taken out trying to go to the snake.
Aiden, with a very, very small margin, able to get up to that center wing.
He could get taken out by Desi here. He almost saw his gun.
He's hanging out there, and Desi got him.
Oh, and down his... Oh, Desi with the run-through and trade.
Brutal. Brutal stuff there.
He just shoved his gun in Aiden's face. I can't believe Aiden didn't get the trade. Desi was just flying down that middle.
Well, I mean, he just happened to look at the wrong time, and, you know, that'll cost you. It's a game of inches, it's a game of seconds, and, yeah, if you're not paying attention, that'll definitely happen. Phantom's going up 1-0 on this map 2 now.
And that's why it's so important to always have your gun up and gun rolling whenever you can.
Even if you're not necessarily looking that direction, just keep your gun rolling. Aztec coming out to battle Grihas in the snake here. Oh, but he gets clipped out of the center of the field. Looks like Chillswitch able to drop a shot in on him from the D side there. And that'll free Grihas up to come down the snake and shoot out the remaining Phantoms player. Serial Chillerz tying it up 1-1.
Yep, hard to stay alive in that D2 when you've got someone in your snake too.
Yeah, anytime you're in a position where people are 90 degrees on opposite sides of you, you're gonna have a bad time. You know, it's the what's the old, if you French fry when you're supposed to
pizza, you're gonna have a bad time. Yes.
Nuglo coming out to the D side, battling a little bit back and forth with Chillswitch, and Nuglo able to secure the kill on Chillswitch, but it looks like maybe he traded out there. But Aiden able to push through the center of the field and secure the final kill.
Yeah, and that is a strong bunker to try to fight your way out of in a 1v2, but not when, yeah, someone's at your 20-yard line. If you could have made it to that snake one or to that corner, could have had an easier time trying to fight those two off. Let's watch the Phantoms break out here.
Aztec making it all the way up to that 40x off the break.
And he looks across the field and catches Chillswitch moving to that D1. What a play.
And that is exactly the move you want to make. Anytime you get up that far down the field, you want to look cross field and get those cross field kills on people that aren't even aware where you are.
But his teammates have let him down.
Aiden running through the middle. And it looks like, yep, Aztec got Aiden, but then Grihas was able to come out wide and shoot him in the back.
Yeah, that's that experience. Both of those two just pushed at the same time. They knew where he was. They knew when to move. They knew one of them might die, but they got the kill and they got the win.
Anytime you're in one of those high body situations, it's almost always better to run down and actually trade out with the opposing player. You know, stab him out and make sure you secure that kill and secure the victory.
There goes Desi up at the A again. Aiden closely behind. Looks like they see each other. They're fighting really closely.
Aiden getting super small, and Grihas making it through Aztec's lanes there.
What a
Grihas
run through.
securing the kill.
Now Nuglo and Chillswitch battling it out.
In a one-on-one. And Nuglo sneaks a ball in on him. Chillswitch wiggling back and forth between the D1 and the D2, and Nuglo just catches him at just the right time.
He was super pumped. Yeah, they're still in this game. It's only 2-3.
This is a shockingly close game. I will say I do think the Serial Chillerz have just a little bit of an edge just because of their experience, but you can definitely see that the relative newcomers, all things considered, in the Phantoms, having some other team experience from other games in the VRML and coming over to Snapshot, do have some communication and experience in coordinating.
Teamwork definitely makes the dream work, but Snapshot is just such a different animal. There's a lot of, I mean, you know, it's easy to pick up. It can take a lifetime to master. This is not
absolutely
the same as shooting, you know, VR real steel guns. This is, I mean, that's why it's called Snapshot. There's no other game where you're actually snap shooting with somebody.
Desi dying out of that back center bunker. It looks like he got shot from underneath the A.
Yeah, he did. It's
Nuggle
definitely
once
possible.
again making it up the middle, but Grihas is challenging him from the snake. And I did not see how Aztec died over there on the D side. Or sorry, on the snake side.
I believe he traded with the wing, but that will be the end of round 2. Serial Chillerz up 5-2. We'll take a quick break, set these scores, and we'll be right back.
Point.
Do you want help? I'll give you like 30 seconds.
And we're back. So we are moving on to map 3, which is NXL Chicago. Now remember, you cannot move through these openings in the middle. There might be a slight gap, but if more than 20% of your body goes through bunker geometry, that is considered an exploit.
Well, Shiva, they're less openings and they're more artifacts from the bunker placements. Because these fields were actually remade from the original field, you actually have some of these minor issues where the geometry of the bunkers doesn't match exactly where it needs to be. So, I mean, you can call it an opening, you can call it a little gap. I think gap is probably a little bit more appropriate. There's just a slight gap between those bunkers. But yes, you cannot advance between those.
Yeah, so you can definitely still get shot through them, though. So.
Oh, absolutely.
Just
anything that's showing, you can get shot through.
Yeah, and again, this is because this was, I think this was the first map they made, right? I think that was the first Reddit post that we saw that enticed us to become a part of this game and this community. Yeah, like these are supposed to be bricks, but because this was the first map made, they didn't have the geometry quite made yet, and so they just stacked 2 of these snake beams on top of each other. It's actually
for that center brick,
a little bit closer to what the actual size would be, at least lengthwise and height probably, but we've moved on to the beloved brick that we have and know today. Now, how is everybody in the pits? Are we ready to get this third map going?
Oh, I think they're pretty excited and talkative. I think they're roaring and ready to go. I actually had to. They were talking so much. I actually had to drop out of that channel.
I would take that as a sign to get a move on.
Absolutely, absolutely. Let me hop back in there and we'll get this started here in about 10 or 15 seconds, guys.
Perfect. All right. Yeah, and we'll probably see a lot of center play here as well. Probably center play and then snake play because it's easy to make it to this Aztec, and then just it's a quick shot over into the snake 1 beam. Let's not sleep. Well, it is definitely more of a challenge to make it to the Dorito side. There is a large gap right here. If someone wanted to just take a knee and throw paint this way, they would more than likely catch someone trying to go to this
Alrighty, Shiva, we're going to go ahead and get them started here.
Perfect. All right, let's get it on.
Sorry to interrupt you there. There was so many people talking, I couldn't even tell who was talking still.
No worries. Just talking up the map, going over strategy. Let's see what they do. And it does look like they're favoring the snake side more. Oh, and Nuglo making it out to that D1 off break. That's not what I was expecting.
An Aztec making it to the mini X out there. That's an aggressive move. I mean, that is a wide open bunker for, again, about a 20-yard run once you get past that tall mine.
Well, and Serial Chiller slept on that Dorito side. They let him make it to D1, and they paid the price. Nuglo just got a 3-pack there. No one was looking Dorito side.
Nuglo's looking really strong this particular series. I really like, especially how far he's come in this preseason one.
Oh yeah, I remember him being frustrated earlier in some of these games when, you know, playing with some of the seasoned players, but now he's become one of those seasoned players. And I must have cursed him because he gets taken out by Aiden.
The old commentator's curse. It'll happen to you every time. And we find ourselves with Aztec in a 2-on-1. Aiden playing that center structure.
Almost getting shot by Chillerz.
Yeah, a couple of times there. And I think
it's a button race. It's a button race. Oh, and Killswitch gets him. He was at the pedestal.
Mere inches. I think Aiden realized what was going on and started running for it as well. And Chillswitch, because they were in a 2-on-1, was able to look back and secure that buzzer and tie this map 3 1-1.
That just comes with that experience. Hey, we can't find the body. Oh, check the buzzer.
Grihas playing a little more conservatively on the snake.
Oh, wow. And there went Chill. He tried to take a knee and shoot Nuglo, making it to that D1, but he missed and then paid the price. Securing a second point for Phantoms. Nuglo and...
It's kind of interesting because the serial chillers are actually playing more conservative and the Phantoms are being so aggressive. They're getting out so wide and getting those angles on them so quickly. It's actually messing them up pretty good here.
Yeah, and it is hard. I'm sure Chillswitch is gonna have to practice that off the break shot. I know I did a few times to make sure I could get someone trying to go to that D1. And again, just as we said, we must have cursed Phantoms because now Serial Chiller is coming right back. That was a 5-second point.
Well, Chillswitch made it out wide on the D side, and he was kind of able to contain Nuglo, I think, on the D side there.
Yep, if you can't beat him, join him.
The mirror match is real.
It's what has to be done. Yeah, we're just gonna see them joust from here on out. I'm guessing. Yeah, Chillswitch making it out to the Aztec, but Nuglo taking
and the
him out.
Phantom's in a 2-on-1.
Pinching out Greyhouse there at the Snake Tower. Snake Maya.
I think Nuglo had all 3 again. He is out for blood today.
I believe Desi had one of those. Let's check the kill counts here. So Nuglo with 6-2.
Desi's only got 1 on the map, so...
Yeah. That must have been his one.
I thought I saw 3 yellows down the left-hand side of the field there. Down the D side.
It could be. Oh, and Chillswitch just barely missing Nuglo going out to the D side. He cuts back to the middle,
Aiden
though.
With his prototypical play for Aiden, duck walking up the center of the field, but it will not work out for him as he gets caught.
In the Phantom's onslaught, just flying down that field.
Well, the Nuglo onslaught. I think he got 2 of those again.
Yes, he did. Desi did pick up a trade with Aiden. Let me make sure. Yes, he's now up 2 kills.
And it's good to see them motivated, getting hype to see this happen. Phantoms now leading 4-2 on map 3.
They definitely want to come back after losing their challenge match yesterday against the Dwarves.
And
there they go again.
Wants it.
Nuglo getting another kill. And there it is. Nuglo.
MVP for Nuglo. I gotta say, that is, 10-3. Quite the
Let's take
showing.
a look at these scores here.
I'm gonna dip out of that global audio channel there. They were pretty excited to win that last map, sounds like.
Well, and if we want to, I can join the global audio again, and let's talk to some of these players if you want to get a feel for how they're feeling here after this game. With the Serial Chillers winning the match, but giving up this 3rd map here. Let me just switch to the global audio again. All right, guys, we are live with the stream. Elmo's gonna get a feel for how this match went down.
Howdy, folks. So,
hey, what's up?
Nuglo, that map 3 performance was absolutely astounding. What happened?
Thank you.
What changed? Did you flip a switch or?
We
just
talked
didn't
about
practice
anime.
that much, I think.
We literally
talked
just
about
started talking about
anime.
anime, and that was it. That was just the closer right there.
Well, I
Never
think you need to
talk
talk
about
about
anime to
anime
the
a
other
lot
team
more
again.
there, bud.
Never.
No, I just felt really confident on the map. I felt like I had more control than the other maps, and I was able to just get up in there and just cause some panic.
Absolutely. I mean, you were dipping and dodging and weaving and bobbing. It was quite the performance. I gotta ask, since we've talked about it a couple other times this week, are you on joystick or rails?
Joystick, my dude, joystick all the way.
Boo, even though I'm on it too. Boo.
Aiden the purist.
I came
Trouble
from
getting out of
playing.
the backfield there on that map 3. You were going with the duck walk strategy for a little bit?
Me?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
How'd that
Mate,
work
I mean-
out for you?
Nothing really worked, honestly. We got killed 10 and 3, so I can't really do much about that.
That's the, yeah.
Desi, we saw you flying out consistently on the D side there, able to match it up with a couple of people. I noticed that the Phantoms were really aggressive on that map 3, and it seems to have worked out for you, really.
Yeah, well, one thing we've definitely been looking at this week is how we performed over the season as a whole. And I noticed that I tend to stay back a lot and kind of play it safe. I wanted to see about today taking my gameplay a little more aggressively, and it actually worked out for me. I definitely picked up some decent kills in the other rounds and stuff. But Serial Chillerz, like, I mean, they're an amazing crew. We came into
thank you.
this.
You guys
I'm
too.
gonna
You
be
guys played
honest.
an
We didn't
excellent
expect to
game.
win, so that like us losing. That was predicted.
Well, I do think Shiva and I reviewed it right before the game started. I believe the Serial Chillers are currently ranked 3rd in the league, and I believe the Phantoms are currently ranked 7th. So I think that was probably a little bit expected. But you guys definitely gave them a run for their money.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely made them earn it out here. I think just a little bit more patience on the Serial Chillers side kind of paid off for them in the long run. But on that map 3, when you guys were able to be a little more aggressive and get out wide, it paid off dividends.
Yep.
Definitely.
Yeah.
All right, well, that was a
Chill, you
great
guys
game
had
to watch.
Some technical difficulties in that first map. What happened?
Yeah, I guess Whiplash, he got a blue screen and like
no.
with the second or third point or something. So yeah, we had to just fend for ourselves, me and Aiden, but we pulled it off.
You pulled it off quite well, if I don't mind saying.
thank
Able
you.
to win a map, being down bodies shows that that age and experience, that time playing Snapshot can really pay off if you're able to coordinate and play with somebody that you trust and just cross it up cross field.
It definitely helps to have experience playing a down body. Yeah, y'all are no strangers to it.
Looks like Aiden dropped a controller there. And on that note, Shiva, you have any other questions for these guys?
Nope, I think we're good. I appreciate everyone for a good, clean game. It was a great game to watch. I think we're going to go ahead and close it here. Thanks again for everybody watching, and everyone have a good night.
Yeah, good game,
Thanks so much,
everyone.
guys.
Have a good night.
Good game,
Hey,
everyone.
great game.